but I think it's really helpful at the beginning, especially to understand some of the hurdles. And your company has been out there for a while, figuring out this rural development challenge. So maybe you can tell us a little bit of the 2 or 3 kind of hurdles you faced in your organization, and maybe how you've overcome them for the optimistic side of things.
Sure. Well, I think a big challenge, just at the end of the day, it's a simple equation that's tough to crack. When you're trying to sell energy, that's a tough game wherever you are. You're working in some of the most challenging environments in the world, some of the poorest environments in the world. It's a tough equation selling energy to some of the poorest people. So that in itself is challenging, and then you can get down to very micro scale of where you're working. When you're working with villages where it takes 2 days to reach, to just bring the materials there, or to return and do maintenance, it takes another 2 days. It makes the commercial viability of it a difficult challenge, which is why I have to say, when I read the press release sitting in my office back in Laos, back in November, I believe it was, when this was first announced, and I saw in the first paragraph that this was not a CSR initiative from a big company and like Vestas and Masdar, but instead this is commercially minded. That's what really got me excited, actually. So I am excited to see how this pans out. And also, if you look at it, traditionally the rural electrification sector has been addressed by small players like Sunlabob, and the dozens and even hundreds of other small businesses trying to do it on a very local, on-the-ground level throughout Laos, throughout Africa, throughout the Pacific Islands. And so more established companies like Masdar and Vestas come in, which is exciting new development. And I'm hoping that it's going to open the eyes also on the solar side, where we can have some of the big solar players see how it's being done on the wind side of things, and see this idea of the circular use, or the reusing of materials to essentially recycle and bring to development. That said, there's a whole laundry list of challenges from an energy side, from a business side. I mean, just running a business in Laos or anywhere in the developing world is challenging, whether it's trying to do energy or sell paper. So when you start adding all these layers up, it really turns into a complex puzzle. And if one of those pieces goes bad, it can screw it. So to date, rural electrification is a challenge. It's been done on a commercially successful basis, but usually on very small micro-level solutions. So seeing more robust energy access here, we're looking at real energy access here, where people can actually be productive. That's the exciting part there, where combining energy access and a business and being productive all at the same time coming together here. And I think this is not opposition to CSR, which is very admirable, and I think this is the start of that transition from that gap from an aid-based industry to really commercially minded. I'd say it's still a long road, but this is a good first step coming from some important